drops are fine. If you could nameplates off, pick one, I'd definitely want to be DM Freecs. You have
100%.
a crazy strong top side. He'd like an announcer voice, like crab fight.
That's what I did. Dudu nearly dying here. The exhaust is almost there. Doran probably wishing he had
Can I pop
flat
a tea?
for tonight.
Just a cup of tea, you know, when I get home. Because I can't drink coffee when I go home, right? It'll be too late.
What about right now? You just drinking water?
Just water.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just a water drinker. Nothing too crazy.
Yep. Water Walter with us today. DNF is just going to flash away from that one life. Just says, no, I would rather not fight. Whereas T1 are very much wanting to fight. Double stun comes through. Now Berserker's going to flash away. Life in a really rough spot, but it is a Nautilus. As Bulldog comes over, the Nagamana carry is big. The bullet time, though, in a Pyosik is bigger. And eventually he will go down as Faker picks up that kill in the 2-for-1 trade. T1 definitely going to enjoy that right before the Grubs do spawn.
Doran, I think has his ult still primed, yeah.
Not waiting for it. This time, okay, that one was very off, but very close to getting the...
You get a ton of value out of a possible cleaver. As Dragon now started for DNF.
They're just going to get it.
Yep.
T1 are like, nah, we're not interested.
Tation.
Yeah.
It's the enemy of success, Valdez.
It's why slumps happen. You know? We do have Doran finding Dudu, who now he's got his equalizer, but he's kind of just on the run here with this phase rush. The exhaust not able to do all too much. He's going to hit the needles this time as he dashes forward. One more auto would do it, but Dudu even able to burn a bit as Doran gets very close to dying. Oh, man. And so he's really just loving his position now. If it does go too late, though, the Senna is going to be an issue, as the Impale will come down after the smite due to no flash here, just trying to walk this one off. But Pyosik in good position this time. In comes Faker, though, and he cleans up the battle, as Pyosik now alone against 4 people, but the TP is coming in. As now Bulldog, looking for the angle, is going to ult, but it just gets flashed away from him. He's flashing in, he wants the kill, and he's just gonna die. Life goes in, and he gets locked into the wall as well. Faker's on a streak already. A killing spree of 3, and the engage there from DNF does not pay off.
A for effort, C for concept, and E for execution there for DNF. Unfortunately, not quite working out. Despite their, yeah, that was, well, tried their hardest. Might have just wanted to let the player go.
When will they go in, though? You know, like, it feels like we can say, oh, they're being too passive, but then when they go in, it's not looking good because the execution isn't good. As Guma just gonna get caught, just straight up caught here in the bush. Can they actually kill him? Yes, they can. As now Faker's making his way over. That was a very interesting ult from the Sejuani. Berserker just hitting 2 walls, and the Impale on the right side of the fight is huge. Bulldog does get over there, does get a kill onto the support, but Life is definitely dead, as is Pyosik. Not the cleanest fight, but Guma does bait them into a really rough spot, as now Bulldog, he's getting run down here by the mid and jungle duo. Owner going to lock him into the wall, and that is going to be the end of him, as Faker 4-0-5 already.
Meanwhile, Doran is just completely obliterate as, what is this? Come on now.
Ox is here today, by the way. And, okay, so that was the...
This is just, this is what the, so actually you guys helped me out a lot.
No problem.
I got a turret, that's nice.
I feel like Atlas really leading the charge on that one.
Yep.
Dudu is dead underneath the turret. They're even going to use the Impale here. Doran underneath the turret will be fine. So 2v1, and with no Baron especially, and no Otacon spawned, of course Owner can just be there. And diving the turret from this far ahead. They're 7,000 gold ahead.
That was very funny.
Way it should be, right? My team's taking them very seriously.
No flash.
I say that, and immediately Faker's going to get caught here. Even the Senna ultimate over the top, but Owner is here. The Guardian of Faker, going to keep him alive as he flashes in and helps him out. Nice little setup from Life to try to make that possible. This time the hook is going to miss. And they're just waiting for Guma to join. And once that happens, T1 might consider taking the fight. But for now, just backing them off of this objective.
A lot of ultimates gone for DNF. Could just go Otacon here. I like the call. Actually, I think this is a good one. Only thing you have to be very careful of is due to his equalizers. Faker, TP in the mid, but probably going to get the shove in and then uses wall to get over here.
He's just going for the turret. They're just pulling this out. They're not even doing the objective. Nobody's here. And so Faker maybe just gets a free turret. And Dudu doesn't want to use the equalizer with the Otacon being pressured. Little root on an owner. But realistically, no Sejuani ultimate at this point. No Nautilus either. And so they're not really finding angles to engage at this point, especially down about 7,500 gold.
Yeah, T1 could do Otacon. I think we've reached that point where they're fed enough. I respect that they don't.
Fight over the blue. A bunch of damage goes into Pyosik. Impale hits only life, but it seems like they have the damage so much used just to kill the Nautilus. But T1 is that far ahead that they can expend all of their abilities just to take out one guy, and then they can do the Otacon.
I think this is contestable for DNF. I actually think the right course to try and go for this. You have Senna and Yone very soon. Faker's going to look for a wall off.
Yeah, I think the wall just stops him. Although it is Sejuani, so they have to be careful about Pyosik, and the wall is not going to wall him off, but Faker himself will get the job done. Bulldog does go in, the engage comes out, but look at that ult from the Yone. Bulldog keeps all of them away from the Rel engage. As Keria, maybe just a little bit of zoning as well, just making sure everybody gets out alive. Either way, the follow-up wasn't there, and the Otacon does go to T1.
But bounties for DNF, which is something. They get the turret with both Guma and Faker getting caught in that. If they did...
Well, we got a little fight here as this time it's going to be Faker who's caught. Not sure how he got himself into that predicament. But that's a big shutdown now. Didn't see who the kill went over to, but either way, it's a lot of gold going over to DNF. And this was pretty much an unlosable game.
Bounty.
Yeah, it's another bounty. It's going to delay the Dragon Soul. I mean, we only had 2 dragons up to this point, which is pretty low. But either way, it's still a nice little win here for DNF. Never say never.
So as I said earlier, clearly the game is not over yet. And it to be maybe an equalizer, you know, like a little bit more damage. Just the combo alone isn't enough. But
yeah.
Oh, and the same trap. It's just this. He knows, right? Right?
Yes. Well, he's still going to get flashed on. And here comes Bulldog. That was a very interesting combo. Either way, Faker trying to flash away from this one. Impale is big with Keria coming in over the top. The bullet time is huge. As T1, they gather up. They use all their ultimates together, and their wombo combo is the better one. The equalizer is good, but they don't really have the damage. Bulldog goes back in as he says, well, I'm probably not getting out of this one. Or at least that's what I hope he said. And now Dudu being chased down pretty fast and actually decently tanky. T1 still going to win the fight and take out the jungler. No one seems to be here, but with the Baron, T1 are looking for more than denying bounties. They want to win this game. Faker pushing mid, rest of the team in the top lane. And the timing of this is very good. They're going to crash at the exact same time. And the wall is going to come down here. So now, Seismic Shove is going to miss, but you've got all sorts of other engage, although that mostly hits a Sejuani. As now, TP coming in, Keria having to flash away, knocked into the wall is Doran, but the Impale is going to get Bulldog, and the wallets, I think, are just a bit too heavy. Doran able to just run at them. As Pyosik, one by one, the dominoes do fall, Pyosik being the last one, and that's a triple kill here for Doran, and a final kill does go to Guma, and that will be the game that we thought was over a while ago. Had some bumps, some bruises, but T1 will win in the end.
That's domestic Doran, baby. Coming in hot on the Gwen.